When I was watching this stuff, something felt wrong, like to me, the entire time. And maybe it was the evil. And before I show you this next photo, I want it to be known, I am no Joe Biden sympathizer by any means. Okay? But this man, what?
I was going to say, what did you feel? Because I know when I sat down to start watching this, the first 10 minutes of it, I was like, all right, well, we're watching it because it's part of the job. You know, we're gonna talk about this on the show. But after about 10 minutes, I got this overwhelming feeling of sitting in school again at a required assembly. Yeah. At a required assembly where the principal was talking and you just wanted to get out of there as fast as you could.
Well, not only that, there's a spirit behind all this, a demonic spirit, and you can feel it. You can watch any of the stuff that's going on, and you can say, God, this is criminal. This is evil.
I felt like I needed to go to church.
Yeah. I had to pray after watching this.
If you believe that there was evil in that convention, comment yes or no in the chat right now. All right, this was Joe Biden's seat. Delaware delegate, Joe Biden. Now, maybe there is a legitimate Delaware delegate named Joe Biden. I don't know. I haven't researched it. And I love how it's just taped to it as well. But that's not it, though. CNN and everybody starts ganging up on Joe Biden here. Let's go to the clip.
Wait. I want to ask about the rooster thing, though.
Oh yeah, Royce discovered this.
I don't know what this is. Nobody in here does either. If you know in the comments why there's a chicken on the
why does the Democrat Party have a rooster?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Joke I can come up with that I can say right now.
Don't.
Yep,
there are jokes that can be said, but don't say them.
Yeah, the South Carolina Gamecocks.
There you go.
Either way, all right. This is CNN on Joe Biden. Let's play it. That's their name, the South Carolina Gamecocks. That's what they're called.
All right.
Don't buzz me. That is, Google it right now. How
dare you buzz me,
sir? All right. This is CNN on Biden here. Let's play this.
This is his moment tonight. It's his moment, yeah.
Biden is known in his career as being one of the best eulogy givers at funerals, and now they're making him come and give his own career.
He has files of every eulogy.
Yeah, and now they're making him give his own eulogy at this convention. I mean,
it's best that you get to give your own.
Yeah, I guess. I am anxious to see how they handle it. It's a sticky wicket. I mean, he was bullied out of this race after 52 years of service to the Democratic Party. And it wasn't all about his age. He was unpopular. He was going to lose. It was Afghanistan. It was inflation. It was immigration. And now, and he had to be dragged out by the fingernails. I'm sorry. This is not, so he's not here in a happy moment. Okay. I know this yarn that's being spun in this hall that he was popular and selfless and handing on. No. It is the opposite. And everybody knows it. And yet the Democrats are engaging in this theater of looking into cameras and saying it. So it's not true.
This is his.
All right. So, I mean, they're literally making fun of the fact, he's here to give his own eulogy at his own funeral or whatever. This is another one that says it's a bittersweet.
The word that everybody is using to describe tonight is bittersweet. It's just bitter. The fact of the matter, I'm not saying Joe Biden is bitter, but, it's like you've been thrown out a window, and as you're falling, you go, gee, it's nice out here. No, he got thrown out of a window, and basically he was forced. There's going to be a lot of talk tonight about how generous it was of him and selfless of him. He was basically forced out by Nancy Pelosi and Barack Obama and Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries.
All right, pause. Okay, so now this is something that I, again, want to point out. They're 55 minutes from the DNC starting. The reason why people circulated the photos was this was live, the crowd, 55 minutes before, it was supposed to kick off, like opening ceremony, if you will. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. And Chris Wallace, to his credit, by the way, in real life, Chris Wallace, comes up to here on me. He's a very short man.
Graham's not tall.
And I'm not tall. And I mean, he's right here. Very fragile, very, very frail looking man. Either way, but here's the thing that's interesting to me. As Democrat voters, and this is why I ask you to hit that like button, hit that share button, because we want Democrats to see this. You just saw CNN acknowledge what we've been saying the whole time. This dude, it's like that scene in Step Brothers where he's like burying him and he's like, but I'm still alive, and all that stuff. That's what happened to Joe Biden. And so if you're a Democrat and you voted for Joe Biden, the 14 million votes they say he got to win the delegates, are you not angry about this? Because they're acknowledging the fact, no, there's zero chance Joe Biden did this willingly. Yes, Tony.
What makes me upset and angry was, I've said it many times on the show, Biden is a fragile, old, senile man that has no business being the president. I mean, he's just old. You saw him yesterday after he gave his speech as he was walking off. But what really upsets me is everybody on that stage was coming out saying, "Thank you, Joe. We love you, Joe," when they literally pushed him out.
Well, they're not allowed to say, to say anything.
Yeah, I get it, but all these people are just flat out liars. They're two-faced liars that just want to choke them all. Every time they were saying something,
listen, I'm just glad CNN's finally acknowledging what we already know. He sucks now. He sucked 50 years ago. He ain't done nothing for the country ever. So, it's not like Kamala's going to be any better because she's just going to be a Biden 2.0 plus communism.
Anyway, that's just my question. As Democrats, those that see this, because we got some 1-star reviews, so I know you listen. Does it not bother you at all that now everyone's acknowledging the fact is like, yeah, Joe Biden didn't jump out on his own accord. He was forced out. And I'm telling you right now, if Donald Trump had Alzheimer's, okay, and it became blatantly apparent and we needed to switch out candidates, if we did not have an opportunity to even remotely listen to a debate or remotely listen to anybody cast a vote, I would be livid within the Republican Party. I would be livid.
Absolutely.
Like, whoa. What do you mean Nikki Haley is just the freaking nominee? What are you talking about? No, she's not. Like the Republicans would lose their minds.
Yeah. And that's what they're doing here. And this is what scares me about this whole process is the Democratic Party is setting a precedence right now, whereas, all right, we're looking at the polls, we're watching the polls, and if we start sucking and losing, I will just come up with something and change candidates mid-election. Yeah. And that's bad enough. But the worst part of it is eventually us, the American people, we don't have a say-so in anything. What are they going after next?
Well, not only that, and I said this on the Quartering yesterday, and shout out to the Quartering. Everybody should go check out that show. I said something similar, that the Democrats have forever changed the elections.
Yes.
And what they've done now is they've made it to where, as Republicans, we're never really going to know who we're actually running against. Mm-hmm. Because literally 90 days before the election, to Todd's point, they could just switch that person out. And now it's a whole new game. And so they have now set precedent for our elections are never going to be the same again. It used to be, this is the person, this is the person. Whether they're getting slaughtered in the polls or not, it didn't matter. But now they said, as long as you switch them out before the finalization of it on whatever their convention date is, it's totally changed the landscape of our elections, and for the worse. But we got to move on. All right. Let's go straight to the gender neutral stuff. Here is the atmosphere of the type of people that we're dealing with. All right. First of all, women do not exist at the DNC. You've got a men's restroom and then a gender neutral restroom.
That's the one, though.
Yeah, because they don't know what a woman is.
How do women feel about this? How do you feel about being just completely written out? Like you now do not exist. So it's obviously still a man's world, because men's restrooms in there, and then it's whatever the crap else you are. You're either, so now the Democrats have basically broken it up like this. There's 178,000 genders, but there's male, and then there's whatever the crap else. You can just be whatever else you want. But it doesn't get better. It gets far worse. Ladies and gentlemen, this is straight demonic. This is a gender neutral prayer room. Play it. There it is, gender neutral prayer room. And it's just prayer rugs. For what? What is that? Muslims? Is that what it
It's not
is?
a Christian prayer room. Those are for Muslims because those are probably
What's on the what is that?
Are those like Lysol wipes?
Yeah, it is. It's Lysol wipes. So COVID is bad.
Muslim prayer rooms. That's
What
an oxymoron if I've ever heard.
kind of demonic gender neutral prayer rooms? There is so many hypocrisies, illiterate ignorance in that one statement. Gender, as people of faith, how does that make you feel? Go back. I want to see the sign. Go back. I want to see the sign. Go back. All the way back. Right there. Gender neutral prayer room.
I didn't know there was gender divided prayer rooms. Is there such thing as a men's prayer room?
No,
Why do you
well,
have to-
there shouldn't be. Like,
exactly. Also, I want to know. Anywhere I am is my prayer room.
Yeah.
Prayer rooms are important, but for them to have this at a convention center, if you want to pray, if I want to pray to God wherever I am, I'm going to pray. This is so useless.
Who even comes up? Who is so demonically evil that they even come up with this idea that they're like, you know what? We should have a prayer room, but to be inclusive of everyone, let's make it a gender neutral prayer room because that's in the Bible.
Yeah. Well, number one, no real Christian is going in there, and number two, Muslims would kill people or the radical ones would murder for that right there. They've got that all up.
Well, I mean, this is coming from a party who's saying pro-choice and pro-women and whatnot, but they don't have a specific restroom for women. It's all gender neutral.
Yeah, they know what a man is.
Yeah,
and then everybody.
The hypocrisy there is just outstanding.
All right, so our friend Charlie Kirk somehow got credentials to show up at the DNC convention. I don't know how him and Andrew in this thing got it, but they got it and they're there. And this just shows you the accosting. Now, look, I was at the RNC convention. And like I said, Chris Wallace and all these other people from MSNBC and everybody were walking around me the whole time. I never once even acknowledged their freaking existence because I don't have anything to say to these scum buckets of humans. Okay. Do I believe them to be that way? Yes. But the difference was we did not accost these people. Here's Charlie just trying to walk. Here we go.
Is that pro-life, Charlie? Do you believe in giving children food? Do you believe in children giving children food, Charlie? What about welfare programs? Charlie, pro-life means protecting them after they're born, Charlie. Not just forcing women to give birth and then dying in the process, Charlie.
So you believe
that's more profane than any language obvious, Charlie. That's
the party of joy.
The profane, the bigot. Why are you even here?
The pro-faith, the bigot. Why are you here?
I would like to recant my statement about me and Tony going. I would have been cool. But if you watch the very beginning, as soon as that hand would have touched my shoulder, he'd have been eating food through a straw for the rest of his life.
Well, and you would have gone to jail for the rest of your life because you'd have been in Chicago. All right, this is him. This is Charlie just looking around, and I believe that this guy he's talking to has some kind of is he a delegate or something like that?
No, I think this is the one where the Megan Thee Stallion white boy that was dancing all doofus.
Yeah, no, that's great, but go up to the top. DNC. Okay, so maybe he's an influencer.
He's just another Harry Sisson.
All right, play it.
Because we have a Republican governor and a Republican Secretary of State in the state of Georgia.
What's your name? You said Parker?
My name's Parker. We have a Republican governor and a Republican Secretary of State in Georgia that approved our elections, and Donald Trump said that wasn't constitutional.
Right,
Donald Trump tried to undermine our Constitution.
I just walked in. I'm here to just learn.
You're an anti-patriotic, anti-constitutional person crashing our party
so let me ask you
one question. Tried to stop our democracy.
I got one question.
Donald Trump called the Secretary of State of Georgia and told him to find him some votes.
What is a woman?
Oh my God. That is so weird, y'all. Maybe you should meet one.
And Charlie says, I'm married to a woman and I have 2 kids. But they say it's weird, but he can't answer the question. No. And we just showed you that go back to the bathrooms. We just showed you that at the DNC, there's no female bathrooms. There's a men's restroom and a gender neutral restroom. And the dude can't even answer the question about what is a what. Anyway, his name's Parker. Apparently, I've never heard of this guy.
Harry Sisson's Brokeback Mountain right there.
Here's another thing that was weird about the influencer that showed up to the DNC. I've never heard of any of them. Like none. Like we know Harry Sisson Girl Pants. But other than that, like I got nothing. Like I saw, like my Twitter feed was just blasted with DNC stuff, and I saw all these DNC influencers. I've never heard of a single one of these people. Like none of them
except
at all.
for Mark Hamill.
They all hate me, and they all know me. And you know, like even Logan Paul hates me. Like he blocked me a long time ago. These people know who we are. I've never heard of these people a day in my freaking life.